your charity has been exposed for you just taking the money and laundering it. And now you're running this cult and you have people saying they would fucking kill their own mother.
This is so informed to attack him on.
And then you've been money laundering Twitch through subs. You have 300 average viewers.
There's nowhere to go with this, Wes.
You've been exposed over and over and over for these psychotic things you're trying to run.
He can't respond to you, Wes.
Wes.
What?
I want to stay on topic.
As the person who worked most closely with Athene over the past 15 years or so, you would think these kinds of claims would upset me. And if you're not someone who has followed us very closely and has been misinformed, you might even agree with Wes here. In which case, I invite you to pause the video right now and post evidence of anything he says in the comments below. It's kinda mind-blowing that after so many years, we've only seen an increase in the rate at which we hear these kinds of crazy allegations that have no evidence and are usually not even inspired by real events. They're literally just made up by someone on Reddit, for example. And with over 300 volunteers who have been part of our projects here on location in Germany, and around $24 million raised directly for Save the Children, often in collaboration with big companies like Twitch, it would be quite a feat for us to ensure that nobody could uncover evidence of any of these claims. Athene is most likely unrivaled in terms of being the YouTuber or streamer that has the most misinformation going around. But it doesn't actually upset me, since it's always been an inherent part of the Athene brand to troll the trolls and take whatever nonsense that people like to make up and just roll with it. In recent years though, we've really had to dial that back, as the internet and its social platforms have become less and less compatible with satire or nuance. Everything is taken seriously, while the facts matter less and less. Website traffic and video view counts have come to dictate the behavior of both mainstream media news outlets as well as many independent ones. In this climate, the Athene phenomenon has become low-hanging fruit that is ripe for a hit piece. This video is a reaction to the escalation of outrage culture in general, which led to our Twitch channel being banned in 2018 due to a now deleted Reddit post. The post was about Athene's alleged crypto scam. That was a complete fabrication. That's why there's almost nobody who claims they themselves got scammed. The victims of the scam seem to not exist. But this video is also a reaction more specifically to Chris Bratt of People Make Games, who caused a lot of concern among many of the former volunteers on our projects, as he contacted them and made statements saying Athene is ruining lives and needs to be stopped. Needless to say, as a journalist, you're not supposed to have an agenda or try to convince someone of your own made-up narrative before interviewing them. Nor should you repeatedly contact people's families in an effort to dig up dirt, after already having been asked to leave them alone. You're also not supposed to make public comments that were given by people who explicitly asked to keep them confidential and even retracted them. In an interview that Chris conducted with Athene live on Twitch, all of this was addressed without Chris denying or apologizing for any of it. Not even a professional courtesy apology to the people he caused significant distress with. But I am not here to make claims and have you take my word for it. You can watch the entire broadcast, linked in the description, to see his reactions and rationalizations and form your own opinion on the matter. This is just one example of so-called journalism that wants to cater to the current outrage culture. We used to always feel that in all things, the truth comes out eventually, and therefore we have nothing to really worry about. But in the current landscape, this is no longer necessarily the case if you don't speak up and make your voice heard. It's difficult because negativity and sensationalism tends to be louder and has more influence. But we will no longer accept these kinds of attacks. The collateral damage of the lies and smears that have been spread about our projects has already taken a serious toll on the important charity work that we do, which is the only real reason why this is important to us. Cancel culture can be a convenient but also shallow label. We live in an age where the individual is more able and empowered than ever to expose wrongdoings, and that's a good thing. This can also be exploited, as misinformed outrage and sensationalism can travel around the world with damaging consequences, all while the truth is heard by only a few. Whenever this happens, we need more voices to speak up. Remember, while it's usually a small minority that dictates the narrative, this also means that it makes a big difference if you raise awareness about this and take action.